to stock up. So save big at the PetSmart Stock Up and Save sale. Get 30 cans of Fancy Feast for $15 and save $2 on Friskies cat food at PetSmart.
Come see what's new at Long John Silver's. We're serving your seafood favorites.
At half the price you'd expect.
With the come-as-you-are attitude.
After 40 years, we're your seafood experts. At Long John Silver's, we speak fish.
At TurboTax, we're all about making taxes easy. Like SnapTax.
Every time I touch that track, it turns into gold. Everybody knows I got the magic in me. I got the magic, baby. Every time I touch that track, it turns into gold. Yes, it turns to gold. Everybody knows.
It's just one more way you can choose easy.
Trouble, 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 trouble. Trouble been dog in my soul since the day I was born. Worry, oh, worry, 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 worry. Oh,
Get out.
Get out! Get out!
Frustrated with leftover stains? Try Tide Stain Release. It gets out tough stains better than the leading in-wash powder booster.
Get out! Get out!
Get out.
See for yourself. Get out and take the challenge.
Now, you're local on the 8s.
Brand new eyewitness video in here too. The Weather Channel. Look at this snow in Tucson, Arizona. It's been falling overnight and this morning. Thanks to Becky Soto for sending in this eyewitness video. She took it with her cell phone, she said. I'm sure everyone went out and was like, oh, wow, it's snowing. I mean, it is up at a little elevation down here, especially in the Tucson mountains, but it doesn't snow very often. This is pretty far south. So this is a very chilly system that we've been dealing with here across the south. Let's show you what we're going to find as this system with the chilly air, but the energy from it, as that moves east, we have severe weather risk. And we have that here across Arkansas into southern Missouri, also into western Kentucky and Tennessee. A moderate risk out today by the Storm Prediction Center, really for this evening and into the overnight time frame. And then look at this, thunderstorms possible all the way up into Pennsylvania. The risk continues as we head into tomorrow for severe weather. We're going to watch right along and ahead of this cold front and then along the warm front that will extend here through mid-Jersey and up into middle Pennsylvania as well. The other concern is flooding with this. Eric has more on that.
And we are expecting some locally heavy rainfall. We saw what the effects of flood can be last week. In Western Kentucky, we had tragedy. We do not want to see that again. So we'll outline what we're expecting here in terms of the forecast. I want to start with where rivers stand right now. We take a look, especially at the Ohio Valley. What you're going to see on this map, a lot of these orange dots or squares. These are all rivers that are in minor flood stage already. You also notice a couple of purple dots here. That's actually where we're seeing a lot of water already starting to pile up in North and South Dakota. That'll be a story as well when we start to get into the spring season. Here's the predicted rainfall, and you can see a big bullseye here across northern Missouri, working its way into central and northern Illinois, Indiana as well, and then working over toward Ohio. That's north of the warm front, and where you have those heavier downpours, this is where we're going to add to all those stream basins. And this is the forecast, what we expect to happen after the rain. You do notice one of those purple squares, that is major flood stage. And this is just a forecast map. When you get 2 to 3 inches of rainfall in one particular location, sometimes small creeks, they rise very, very quickly. They react to that heavy rainfall. That can be dangerous. If you have one of those near your property, keep a close eye on it and be careful on the streets. That's where we can see urban flooding in the heavier downpours, and that can be a dangerous situation for anyone out on the roads. And we want you to be prepared for this severe weather and whatever it may bring when it strikes. We've invited back this morning Dr. Eve Grundfest. She's the director of a National Weather Center program with the University of Oklahoma. It's called Social Science Woven into Meteorology. Good morning again, Dr. Grundfest. How can people get prepared?
Good to see you.
Good to see you again. We're wondering how people can get prepared for this. Are they listening to the warnings? Is there anything that they can do besides just wait for the weather?
Well, one of the big issues is, why do people actually drive through flooded roads? And so I just wanted to share with you the results of one small study that actually asked people why did they drive through flooded roads. Cedar League did a master's thesis in geography in 2009 where she looked at YouTube videos that people had posted of themselves driving through flooded roads. And she asked them, for her thesis question, what were you thinking? And she actually found out that, of course, most of the people that she contacted and interviewed were young men between the ages of 18 and 35, which probably isn't a surprise. But what she found out was that 60% of the people posted themselves on YouTube videos, posted their YouTube videos of themselves driving through flooded roads because they actually thought it was a big adventure and they really wanted to show off the power of their truck or their car to actually cross these dangerous streams. But the other large percentage, the other percentage, which was 40%, were driving through the flooded roads because they needed to get somewhere. And they felt like they didn't have an option of changing their route or changing the timing of their trip. And I think that what I'm trying to say is it's really important for us to look at what motivates people to do these dangerous things. And what she also found out was that people who did drive through the flooded roads actually knew that there were warnings in effect, for the most part, and they also knew that the threat was deadly, that it was potentially really catastrophic for them to be driving through these flooded roads, but they did it anyway. So the point is just that we need to really know more about why people do what they do in order to really be able to encourage them to change their behavior and do the right thing.
All right, Dr. Grundfest, we're out of time, but we appreciate the insight. Really interesting, the psychological aspect of flooding, severe weather, and how people react to it. Jen?
All right, we'll be back with more. We're going to, later on Wake and View, find out what went wrong when a couple tried to recreate their California beach wedding.
Kingdoms and queens, they all bow down to you. Ranches and ranch hands bowing too. And I'm taking on my
We could have gone a more traditional route, but it wouldn't have been nearly as memorable.
Here comes the sun again.
And if you go with us, it'll be a win-win.
Certainly will.
I think this could be a win-win. Maybe.
This is going to be a win-win.
Win-win.
A what? A win-win!
You should say win-win. Use a hyphen.
You know what this is?
A win-win?
A home run.
That's my next guess.
Win-win. Win-win.
Drink?
Man, this trip was great. I mean, I'm just pumped.
We know why you fly. We're American Airlines.
Today, we're going to surprise people with the taste of Activia.
Here you go, strawberry and vanilla.
Thank you.
That's good. Wow, this is really good.
Great flavor.
It's really creamy. It's really tasty.
Oh, wow. Damien and Curtis? It's Activia.
It's delicious.
Really? Were you surprised that that's Activia yogurt?
I am shocked. I thought it would have like a little bit of an aftertaste.
It's really yummy.
It's delicious.
It's hard to believe it's that good for you. That's so good.
Try the fabulous taste of Activia today. Taste it, love it, or it's free.
Activia.
So you've always wanted to learn a new language, and now you can with Rosetta Stone. Now enriched with new tools to make learning a language even easier. Introducing Rosetta Stone Totale. And you can try Rosetta Stone absolutely free. Just call now for your free CD demo. Rosetta Stone makes it fast and fun to learn a new language correctly and confidently.
现在我会说国语啊。Now I speak Mandarin.
Thanks to Rosetta Stone, I can now speak Japanese with my parents.
Rosetta Stone has helped millions of people learn a new language. And new Rosetta Stone Totale gives you online access to sessions with native speakers, games you can play online, even a mobile app that lets you practice anywhere. Call for your free demo CD now or visit rosettastone.com and get started learning a new language free. Call now and get a 10% discount if you decide to buy Rosetta Stone.
Call 1-800-421-6689 for your free Rosetta Stone demo CD with no obligation. That's 1-800-421-6689. 1-800-421-6689. Call now.
The Weather Channel in its prime, in prime time. Great stories.
Oh my God!
Great shows.
This is unbelievable!
The Weather Channel, primed for excitement. Now, your local on the 8s.
Adding a little color to your wintry life. A festival colored the skies of Poland yesterday. This is a look at the Winter International Balloon Festival and Surya, which I'm sure I'm pronouncing incorrectly. It's the only such festival held in winter in Central Eastern Europe. 21 balloon teams were part of the events, and one of the organizers said he hopes the festival will promote winter ballooning. The event runs for 3 days in a good way to beat the winter instead of being a victim to the winter there in Poland. Now over to a winter festival taking place back stateside. It's called Kite Storm 2011, being held at the Sandbar State Park this weekend in Vermont. It's a one-of-a-kind event. Its main attraction is a sport known as kite skiing, and it's the only place you can do it in the Northeast. Joining us now to explain is Rachel Miller, the owner of Stormboarding, which is a snow kiting school. Rachel, thanks for joining us again this morning. What's the interest in this? I know people are always looking for a new adventure, a new way to enjoy the slopes.
That's exactly what it is. It's a way to get out in the winter and not necessarily have to do all the work yourself, but use the wind to cruise. You can go up mountains, across frozen, snow-covered lakes. It's a great feeling, and you can use the same equipment that you already own for riding or skiing with gravity.
Rachel, what kind of people are turning out to do something like this? Is it beginners? Is it professional skiers, snowboarders? Can anyone just show up and learn how to do this on a given day?
Yeah, that's the cool thing about it, is the sport is compatible with people of all sizes, all experience, and all sort of levels of extreme. I've taught 9-year-olds and 69-year-olds.
Now, the weather has been a little bit iffy. Last weekend, we canceled the event in Vermont because of the warm weather. Has this week's weather been more kind to you leading up to this event?
Yes, we have been thrilled. We had a thaw, and then it refroze, which gave us more ice pack, and then we had a good 6 to 8 inches of snow on Friday, beautiful wind yesterday, and a little bit of snow last night.